Hello, people of the internet. I am James Phoenix, and this is a review here on the League of Opinion, gentlemen. I know we don't do these all that often, but once in a while, let's change of pace from all the wrestling crap, huh? On that note, though, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night when we're going to cover the week's shenanigans and give our predictions for TLC. We'll get to that, though. In the interim, we are here for, as you can tell by my shirt, a Starkid video. Also by the excessively long title, if you were watching this, or, well, I guess it's up there now. Anyway, this is an Origins review for those of you that are longtime viewers of ours, which is none of you, so I'm going to explain it anyway. Origins is a series that I've periodically run over the course of several channels I've been on, where I basically look at the premiere or pilot of some type of show or program and review it as basically a fresh take opening of a new thing. With me is Jeff over there.
Hi, I was the one that suggested it.
He was the one that suggested it. So as you can see again by the aforementioned title up there, why do I keep looking all too far backwards? Up there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Anyway, we are here to talk about movies, musicals, and me. A bit of backstory for those unfamiliar. About a year and a half ago, not this past summer, but the summer before, Starkid put out a new musical entitled Firebringer. You may remember it.
We did a review of it.
Yes,
check it out.
It looks something like this.
Yep.
Now, as is traditional with these Starkid summer seasons when they run them, there were other smaller shows running around the main show. A variety of specials, including, Our Moms Love Us, a special with Jamie Lynn Beatty and I believe Denise Donovan. There was also a dance special. There was an Old West Hootenanny with Jamie Lynn Beatty and I forgot the other guy's name. Shoot, I don't remember that guy's name. He was in Twisted.
Who do you play?
He was the guy with the mustache. He did the Sultan and the Genie.
Oh yeah,
that guy.
I forgot his name.
I don't remember his name, but he was in one of the specials also called an Old West Hootenanny with Jamie Lynn Beatty. And basically, what came out of the whole damn thing is one of the specials that went on. Hang on, what is this? Almost Hootenanny Yeehaw. Hang on, does this say who? Because I don't. Does this have the names here by any chance? Or are we just going to be punks and not have that? We're just not going to have that. Will you suck then? Okay. Square Dance and Hootenanny. Anyway, one of the other specials was put on by Al Fallick, little known to Starkids at the time, but well known for just having come off of playing both the informant and Susan in the hit Tin Can Brothers musical, which we also reviewed, Spies Are Forever.
Indeed.
Nick Gage. Nick Gage. There we go. Nick Gage was the other guy. Conway Gagey and Loretta Lynn Beatty, as they were titled for that special. So, at any rate, one of the others introduced Al Fallick, for the most part, to a Starkid audience, since he was present anyway, because they were doing Spies Are Forever Reloaded, which is a selection of scenes from the musical. And he did a production called Movies, Musicals, and Me, A Night with Me, Halbert Evans. The Halbert Evans character was a very over-the-top Broadway star who had appeared in tons of musicals, notably based on films. And effectively, the night was intended for him to share his theatrical prowess by performing some selections of songs from his many musicals. Well, Starkid apparently loved this idea, as did the audience, and so have chosen to turn this into an ongoing web series entitled Movies, Musicals, and Me, starring Al Fallick as Halbert Evans, among many other known Starkids. The pilot just went up today. There was a trailer yesterday, and the first episode is out, and it is entitled Box of Chocolates.
Indeed.
It is, of course, the Halbert Evans reminiscing about the time he played the titular character in Forrest Gump the Musical. It should be noted that the premise is explained in the opening is that this takes place in a world where all movies ever have been made into Broadway musicals. So This could be ongoing, and each episode is going to be about 8 to 10 minutes long, and will feature Halpert Evans talking about some history of a musical he was in. At least one or two Starkids will appear as people involved in that musical, and then he will perform a song from said musical.
And Clark Baxter co-stars with him as his personal pianist.
Yes, Clark Baxter appears as Courtney, the pianist, and one of the head members of the Halpert Evans fan club, or Halpert heads, as they call themselves.
Yep.
The music is written by Talk Fine, Clark, and, of course, his partner, Pierce Sievers. In this episode, Joey Richter cameos as Barry Mapplethorpe, the producer of Forrest Gump the Musical. This is produced by the main Starkid gang, in addition to Talk Fine, Brian Holden, Nick Lang, and, of course, Al Fallick himself. Many other great people involved as well. Ooh,
Indeed.
I missed that. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. Do us a favor, folks. Head over to starkid.annarbortees.com. There are already 3 Halpert Evans t-shirts and a hat.
Nice.
Sorry, that's 2 t-shirts, a sweatshirt, and a hat.
All right, then.
One of the shirts is just Halpert with his face on it. One just says, very cool. And the sweatshirt is the Halpert for President sweatshirt.
Ha!
And, of course, the hat is the Halpert head hat. So we should go get yourself some merch. But let's talk about this a little bit. As mentioned, these are only about 8 minutes, so they're going to be short. They're going to be premiering every Thursday for the foreseeable future until they run out of movie ideas, which hopefully won't happen, but I'm assuming there'll be a break at some point given the production time required on these.
Yeah, my assumption is they're going to be doing them in seasons, so they'll take a break between seasons.
That would make
probably.
sense. Especially if they end up coming up with any other full-length musicals, they're going to need time to do that. So,
speaking of which, a full season review will be forthcoming in next year's Spring of Starkid right here on this channel.
yes, we will be covering the full review of this, as well as other forthcoming Tin Can Brothers productions, including but not limited to The Solve It Squad Returns and the forthcoming, what the hell is it? Wayward Guide for the Untrained Eye. There we go.
Indeed. That looks like it's going to be awesome.
It is. I will be getting an investigation kit, which I'll be reviewing because I donated them $25.
Okay, then.
They're sending an investigation kit that will apparently help you solve the mystery and figure out who are the werewolves and who are not. And what is going on in this town.
Well, one of them is probably Nick Lang, given, the video they have on their channel, Starkid.
That was just for a shtick, not necessarily.
I doubt they would make prosthetics and stuff like that if he wasn't going to use it for the thing.
I don't know. It's Starkid.
But they're not made of money. If they're going to spend money on something like that, use it for production.
Just because the prosthetics fit him doesn't mean the prosthetics won't fit somebody else.
True.
Especially given Nick Lang's size, that could easily fit any of the women.
Also true.
He's not exactly a big dude. He's like my size. Technically a little bit shorter because I didn't get to meet him, but I was in the same vicinity as him because he was with the Oregon crew when they came to New York.
Ah.
I did get to talk to Brian Holden for a few minutes, though. That was fun. And review of that can be found back on our channel. Go check that out. Anywho, let's talk about this thing. So, Forrest Gump the musical, and they perform the titular song, A Box of Chocolates.
Catchy song.
Catchy song indeed. They open up by explaining the concept of the universe, and basically Halpert Evans setting up, being in the musical, the Joey Richter character talking about convincing him to appear, and, the musical compared to the movie, pointing out that the movie won, 8 Oscars? The musical won 14 Tonys. Who do you think won? What do you think?
I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good length. I could have done with something longer, but I don't think it's a bad length. It's one song, which is great. I love that Clark himself is the pianist in there, so he'll be having that recurring role. I think that's cool. I think that also opens the way for other potential recurring roles, like if they want to swap out Clark, because they can always have like Darren drop in for an episode or something and have him standing there with a guitar, or they could have AJ come in for like an episode or something. Because I have a feeling they'll probably be asking them to write some songs too. Like if they're like, they call up AJ, be like, "Hey AJ, we need one song. Can you do that?" And he'd be like, "Okay, sure. What do you want it to be about?" Because they could afford. Yes! But yeah, so, I see them doing that. Or, they could have Meredith come in with the bongo drums and have her write a song or something.
That could be interesting.
Because they have a lot of songwriters among Team Starkid.
They do. And it was already confirmed a variety of cast who are going to appear in this first season, including but not limited to Dylan Saunders, of course, Joy Richter we already saw, Mary-Kate Wiles making her Starkid debut, Brian Holden in a ridiculous wig doing a weird accent. There's at least a few others. Nick Lang.
Lauren Lopez.
Jamie
Lynn Beatty.
Jamie Lynn Beatty was in there, yep. A lot of them.
I have a feeling every main member of Starkid is going to show up at least once sooner or later.
We'll have to see. It was noted in the comments of the trailer that a couple of them are a little indisposed. Joe Walker is currently in business school, and Joe Moses is in school for something else. I don't remember what. So they are kind of indisposed.
Yeah. They can show up in, the later part of the season or something.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, sure, there's some time down the line if this is successful, which it seems like it will be. Which would be. So, great stuff.
I think it's a good length just because it doesn't hit you over the head with it, and it's it gives you the taste, and it's Starkid, so you know it's going to be good, and it is. The music is all good and stuff, but it's not overstaying its welcome.
Yep. And I get the feeling that they probably already have at least a half a dozen songs written because he did a 1-hour special of this, back during the Firebringer run. So I would imagine there had to have been that ran about an hour, I think. So it had to have at least a half a dozen songs, if not more.
Yeah,
so they've already got at least a backlog. They've already got at least a backlog to choose from while they're writing more, so they have a little leeway, comfort space. Yeah.
And I imagine Talk Fine did some. Redid some of the songs. Probably they did some new arrangements.
Possibly.
Based from what I understand in the comments, this one, The Box of Chocolates, was a song that Al Fallick did on the stage. So
that makes sense. Open with a comfort one.
Yeah. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of, especially all the early songs, probably came from his stage thing, and Al rewrote some of the lyrics while Talk Fine, remixed the music itself.
Right. Wouldn't surprise me.
It'll be interesting, though. I look forward to seeing what movies they choose to do Broadway parodies of.
Yeah.
And of course, you do realize this is going to open the door for people to say, "Oh, Starkid should do a parody of that."
And they won't.
Probably not.
Because the thing is, it's other people suggesting it. And Nick Lang has said many times, if Starkid is going to do a musical, it has to be an idea that they freshly came up with and ran with. They don't do other people's ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, but it's really quite enjoyable. The song is well done. Al Fallick sings it great. He's got a bench and a great prop of chocolates. I like the big red hat over his gigantic wig. That was hilarious.
That was awesome. Also, that doesn't mean Joey Richter can't take the idea and run with it.
No, Tin Can Brothers can do whatever the fuck they want, but they're a little busy trying to shoot right now for fucking untrained eye. I got to show you the image. Joey posted some. I have an email. Joey sent out some videos and images of what was going on. You need to see the fucking shooting schedule for that, because dear God,
I can imagine.
We'll talk about that later. And it's an 8-minute thing. There's not a whole lot to say. Just it was really well done and enjoyable. And I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more of what's to come of this each and every Thursday, and hopefully seeing what this develops into.
Yep. I think also with the length of this thing, it's actually perfect for a web series, a regular web series, because they are going to be uploading this every Thursday. So it's going to be a weekly web series show. And with this not being very long, and with there being minimal cast per episode, it makes it really easy to keep to said regular schedule. Yes,
it does, which is a good thing. And I hope that means they'll be able to keep getting it out regularly and doing what they need to do. I know A Little White Lie never got that second season. Hopefully this will surpass it to be the first Starkid web series to get season 2.
I think it might, just because Starkid now is vastly more popular than it was during Little White Lie.
This is true. You were not wrong.
Also, Starkid members vastly more famous now than during Little White Lie.
Some of them, yes. That's very true.
One of the primaries, Joey Richter. He's like pretty well known in Hollywood at this point. He's got some pretty good stuff under his belt. And then, of course, they have the Darren Criss connection.
The Darren Criss connection. Joey Richter really hasn't done much outside of that. He's mostly only known for playing Officer Petey on the Disney Channel show Jesse's Thursdays at 8.
He voiced the Monkey King.
What Monkey King?
He voiced the Monkey King in some Australian, New Zealand dub of some animated thing.
Okay, random.
He's been in other TV shows. I kind of glanced at his IMDb profile. He's been in a lot of stuff. Maybe not too big or well-known stuff, but he's been in a lot of stuff, so he has some cred.
Some, but not, not on Darren levels.
No, but I mean, all of them are getting their names out there.
Yeah, but even, AJ Holmes has appeared as a freaking headliner in the Book of Mormon, for God's sake.
Yes, he has.
In the London version, specifically.
Yes, he has.
And on top of that, let's not forget they've got Carlos Valdez, too.
Yep. Like I said,
He says with no reaction to that name whatsoever.
No, all I know is he's done a lot of stuff with, for Starkid. He's wrote a lot of stuff for them. I think he's done a lot of the early music and stuff like that.
Yeah, he has. And he plays the character Vibe on the CW's Flash.
Oh, that's right. He's in Flash. I forgot about that.
He's on Flash, so he's got Hollywood connections there, too.
Yeah, but my point is all of them are more well-known outside of Starkid than they were back then. So not only is Starkid itself more popular, but its individual members are also now more well-known.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that'll all help. Because
definitely.
Being known outside of Starkid means the people outside of Starkid will now know about Starkid and will come to see those particular members in the Starkid stuff.
Hopefully. We'll see. We will see.
But yeah, I think this will be a great vehicle. I think this will also, depending on how long it keeps up, this will be a great vehicle to debut new Starkids, or maybe they could even use it if they want to kind of go back to their roots, back to Hogwarts as it were, and kind of use it as a vehicle to help people coming out of the University of Michigan drama department, coming out of those programs, to help get them out there.
If they know anybody in those programs. Realize the only reason Starkid came together is because they were all there at the same time and they all knew each other. At this point, they've got what's that word? An affinity for the school, but they don't have the connection they did when they were there. They knew people who were going to the school. But it's not about, they can certainly get, they've already confirmed that they're doing 2 new Starkids, Al Fallick, who was in the line. This is official YouTube debut as a Starkid, plus Mary Kate Wiles. So
yeah,
they're debuting 2 as it is.
Yeah, and they always have options for other people, like a lot of the people that worked with the Tin Can Brothers.
Oh yeah, and a lot of other things that they've done
outside Tessa of that. Netting, since she's kind of dating a Starkid.
She was in the comments.
Well, was she? I missed her comment.
Tessa Netting was in the comments on the trailer, not the video.
I
think.
Yeah, she's kind of dating Joe Moses, so yeah.
She is. But yeah, all kinds of different people that can come in. So it'll be really interesting to see how this brings some of that internet musical community together. It'll be a lot of fun.
Indeed. I think if this series is successful, it could open up, they could use it for other opportunities, is what I'm saying. This could be a great vehicle for many different things because it's short, so you don't have to invest a lot into it to get the quality out of it and to get what you want out of it.
Well, there is still investment because there is the people's time to come and film this, and there's also whatever the cost is to rent the theater that they're filming this on the stage of.
This is true. Although they have some connections for that too, if they need it.
They do, but
because they have a Starkid who runs the theater.
They do.
Yeah, Lauren Walker. She's kind of the head of the theater at that I don't know what it's called, but she kind of runs the place.
Yeah, but I thought that was more of a. I guess so. I don't know if there's actual theater. I thought it was more of a theater group, but yeah, I guess maybe they have a theater. Okay.
Yeah, she does run a theater group, but I think she's also kind of like runs the theater they use a little bit.
Okay, then.
Yeah, or she at least has connections there. So if they have connections, and that's local because I think isn't her theater group Chicago based?
Probably. I have no damn idea.
So that's like they have local theater connection.
Yeah, but remember one thing though. They can film people wherever they are, where they need to be. Because remember, 90% of these people are living in LA right now for untrained eye.
That is true.
Now, I don't know where Al Falik himself is, but the untrained eye stuff, Joey and all of the people that are untrained eye are going to have to be out there. So a lot of it, because it's in a separate room, they can film their parts separately and just edit it in, even if Al Falik is filming in Chicago, but it's hard to say.
Yeah. Or if they could just film it at the Tin Can Brothers Theater, because they're obvious, or the studio, because they're obviously renting a studio or like stage time to film their shit.
Well, not right now.
Not to film, but to practice their shit, to do the rehearsals. So they could just use that to film it if they need to.
What
because it's already paid for. Because isn't the Untrained Eye, is that going to be a web thing, or is that going to be a live performance like Spies?
No, that is a running web series. They're filming on locations. That's why the shooting schedule was such a bitch.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant that they still have connections for wherever they use for rehearsals for Spies, and they could probably shoot there if they had to.
Yeah, that theater they might be able to get in there, but it depends on scheduling of the theater and who else is using it. So we'll have to see.
All I'm saying is they have connections wherever they happen to be, because they use those facilities for other stuff anyway. So they could probably just ask and say, hey, when is this available? We need a 2-hour block to film something really quick.
Maybe.
It's Starkid. They're good at that kind of stuff.
Anywho.
Also, Darren Criss.
Yeah, well. Darren's busy. Darren has shit to do.
Well, I didn't say he was going to show up. He could just be like, yo, this is Darren Criss. I need a 2-hour block. Thanks.
Darren's trying to plan fucking Elsie Fest next month.
This is true.
I wonder who we got for Elsie Fest. That's a good question.
Also, that also brings up a good point for the New York contingent, because Tyler Brunsman, he kind of works for the Rockettes.
That is also true.
So they have a New York connection too.
Yeah. By the way, the lineup for this on the headliners, in addition to Darren, includes, by the way, Jeremy Jordan.
Okay.
On the Elsie Fest, Jeremy Jordan is in there. Leah Michelle.
Ooh.
And Alan Cumming.
The fuck?
Apparently, he knows Alan Cumming.
Well, he was in Hedwig and the whatever. He was on Broadway, so
that's right. Yeah, they did that. I forgot about that.
He was kind of the lead role.
What? Oh, damn.
He's
got additional people, including Ingrid Michaelson, Norm Lewis, Kiala Settle, the band's visit, the cast of Miss Saigon, I guess.
The whole cast?
Oh, no, it just says Miss Saigon with the poster. So I don't know.
Okay, yeah, he must have called in a huge favor from Lea Salonga. Jesus Christ.
No, he called it a favor from Lea Salonga, but probably not just for that.
Oh?
He's got Auli Cravalho.
I don't recognize that name.
I know you don't recognize that name. She's not that well known yet. Fucking Moana.
Oh. Now, what would be truly impressive is if he got The Rock.
Yeah, that won't happen. The Rock is busy filming action movies. The Rock has to go be Black Adam. He's busy right now.
And he's probably going to show up at WrestleMania.
Yeah, probably.
But that's for another show.
Let's bring it back home.
Hopefully Elsie Fest will be more organized than it was last year, because goddamn, that was a clusterfuck.
Well, we'll talk more about Elsie Fest another time. But yeah, I can tell you that Darren Criss did get a much better location this year.
Excellent.
Because he decided, yeah, we're doing it out on this pier, trying to organize this shit on a pier. Yeah, this sucks. We're not doing this anymore. Because that was a pain in the ass. He said, fuck it, we're just going to do it in Central Park this year.
Upgrade.
Summer Stage, Central Park.
That should be good.
Also, a portion of the proceeds are benefiting the Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS movement. So,
same thing as last year.
Yep.
But we'll talk more about that later. But yes, this new web series by Starkid, I look forward to seeing more of it. I can't wait to see what they have in store. I know the parodies are going to be good, the song parodies. Just by virtue of who's writing them and who's playing them. It's Clark playing them on the piano. It can't be bad.
Pretty much.
And Alf Alec has a good voice, so I look forward to hearing more from him. Alf Alec has a great
voice. Yeah, definitely. I love Alf Alec. I've loved him ever since Spies Are Forever. He does a great job.
And one thing I do hope is that occasionally they have other people other than Alf Alec singing. Like if they have some other people come in to sing with him.
Well, I'm sure they'll do some bigger numbers, but the idea is supposed to be that Halbert Evans is an arrogant jackfuck who wants the spotlight on him. So,
right. The problem I see with that, and the thing I'm afraid of, is if they make it primarily him singing the songs, and it's just going to be him, eventually that'll get tiring because it'll be the same person over and over again. So I think, as long as they don't go too long in between him singing and him with other people singing, I think it'll be okay. Because to keep it fresh like that is what's going to increase the longevity of the series. Just him singing, the series is not going to last that long. But if they mix it up and keep it fresh, sky's the limit. Especially considering this is Starkid.
Yep. Well, maybe they'll pull that off. We'll have to see where it goes. They evolve the character of Halbert Evans along the way. Who knows?
The easy thing they could do, let Clark sing.
They could do that too.
Because he's there in every fucking episode. May as well let him sing once in a while.
Yeah, maybe. All right, at any rate, final thoughts on the premiere of Movies, Musicals, and Me. Let's bring it back home.
I like the title. The title is really good and catchy. The song was catchy, which of course it is. Clark wrote it. The song sounded great, the melody and everything. And good length. I look forward to seeing more from it. Kudos to Starkid. This is great.
Let's be fair. Clark Pierce and Alf Alec wrote it. Let's be fair.
Yeah, I think Alf Alec wrote more of the lyrics. Clark and Pierce probably wrote more of the actual music.
Most likely. But they all contributed. It counts.
Yeah. Either way, great song. Great concept. It's a very fun concept.
Yes.
Like I said, I think in order to grow the concept and make it a successful web series, it needs to expand beyond the one man. What's that? Yes, but no, but expand beyond the one man musical comedy routine, because that's going to get stale fast.
Fair enough.
What do you think?
Yeah, I could see it, but Alf Alec is also incredibly talented, and given that it's going to be a different movie each time, the appeal is not going to be, oh, Alf Alec's singing again. It's going to be, oh, God, what is Alf Alec going to do with this movie?
This is true.
So the changing of the movie and what part of the movie he's going to sing a song about, what it's going to be about, how's he going to be dressed, that's going to be what sells it. And, of course, the appearances varying Starkids as the producers and things.
Right.
So it'll be interesting. I think it'll work.
We shall see.
Indeed. I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be great. At some point, I am going to go back and watch. If you'd like to see the origination of this, if you go to giggity.tv, that is a live stream
down there.
That is the channel that Starkid uses for these sort of for their summer shows. You can see the original Movies, Music, and Me: A Night with Halbert Evans, starring Alf Alec, for $7. They take cards, PayPal, whatever you got. And you can check out that original from a year and a half ago and see the origination of this web series, the one-man show it started from. So definitely check that out.
Link in the description.
Yeah, we'll put a link in the description down there.
Also, if you want to check out Team Starkid stuff, link will also be in the description, YouTube/Team Starkid.
Sure, why not?
Put their channel on there so people can go watch their shit, including what we're reviewing. I'll put their channel
on there. Calm yourself. As a related note, by the way, if you'd like to follow and find out more about these great great special, of course, you can follow the cast at their respective handles, and more importantly, you can follow at the Halbert Evans on Twitter and at Movies, Musicals, and Me on Instagram,
and at Team Starkid on Twitter.
Well, of course, but I imagine they're going to use the official, Twitter for it more so than anything else.
They'll probably use both, but yeah,
fair enough. Also, just a random note, Brian Holden, why do you have 2 Twitter accounts?
Because it's Brian Holden.
Apparently.
He probably has a personal account and a Starkid account.
Maybe. Anyway, we're looking forward to more of this. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll check it out at the end of the season or whatever increment of time they're going with. In next year's Spring of Starkid, we're definitely going to talk about that and all the great things that are coming out of Starkid and Tin Can Brothers and associated groups all this year. It's a good time to be a fan of internet musicals. And
hey, if Jim decides to spend more money, maybe we'll review LC Fest.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Especially not with Morphicon next year.
Yeah, among other things. But no, that and the fact that LC Fest is coming up really soon.
Oh, it's not in the spring?
No, actually, LC Fest already happened. Sorry.
Oh, it did. Okay.
LC Fest was on October the 8th.
Oh, well, damn. Okay, we're going to have to look.
Just happened a few weeks ago. Yeah, I thought it was in November. It was in October. That was my bad.
Okay. Well, look for those YouTube videos because they're coming, if they're not there already.
Yeah, I'm sure they will be, so definitely give that a shot. All right. So, with that, also TeamStarkid.com, of course, for all things Starkid. Ann Arbor, Starkid.AnnArborTees.com. Get your Halpert Evans shirts and Halpert Head hats now. Yeah. Go check those out. All the links are in the description. Until next time, he's Jeff. I'm Jim. And we'll see you tomorrow for some wrestling shenanigans.
Oh, many shenanigans.
Oh, many shenanigans indeed. Peace.